detangling our afro curly hair is very crucial. So it is important to learn how to properly detangle our natural hair, and this will help ensure that you're not just breaking it off. Detangling properly will also help save your hair from split ends, breakage, and other hair damages. So that is why in this video I'll be listing 8 detangling tips that you can actually incorporate into your hair care routine in order to save you from ripping your hair out. So guys, if that's what you're interested in, definitely keep on watching this video, and if you do enjoy this video, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give me a huge like. And without further ado, let's dive right into this video. So guys, the first tip I have on my list is for you to detangle in the shower. So especially when it's your wash day, do this in the shower. Try wetting your hair thoroughly, like let the water run through your hair, and you want to generously apply your conditioner to your hair while it's very wet. Ensure that you're using a conditioner that is very slippery. So guys, when your hair is very damp and it has loads and lots of conditioner, this is like the ideal state for detangling the hair. The water and the conditioner is just going to provide enough slip for you to detangle the hair. So guys, also I advise you actually detangle before shampooing your hair. Now hear me out. When you detangle your hair before shampoo it allows for low manipulation, and it makes the job easy, especially especially on your wash days. And do not make the mistake of detangling your hair after you get out of the shower or when you need to style your hair. This will just make the job very difficult for you and also frustrating. So guys, the second tip I have for you is for you to detangle in sections. Detangling your hair in section is actually less stressful than when you try to detangle your whole hair at once. Detangling in section will also help you make the detangling process much more easier. It also allows for less hair shedding. This will enable separation from the ones that needs to be detangled and from the ones that you've already detangled. So guys, I suggest splitting your hair into workable sections, also depending on the volume of your hair. For me, I do 4 to 5 sections. So make sure you use plastic clamps or clips to actually hold them down to avoid them from getting in the way when you're detangling. Take your time to work on one section before moving to the other. Also, after working on each section, make sure you twist it up or you braid it up to prevent them from tangling up. The third thing I have on my list is for you to ensure to use products with slip. Products like your conditioner, your shampoo, like any product you use on your hair, make sure they have lots of slip to it. When you use products with lots of slip, like your conditioner, when you make use of your conditioner to detangle your hair, it makes the detangling process quick, easy, and less stressful. This will also help enable losing any tangles or knots that's on the hair. Sure, whatever product you're using on your hair, like your conditioner, your leave-ins, and the rest, contain lots and lots of slip. Moving on to the fourth thing on the list is to finger detangle before using a comb or a brush. So guys, I suggest doing this especially if your hair is matted or it just happens to have lots of tangles. So I suggest making use of your hands to gently separate your strands, and then follow up by using your fingers to rake through your hair. So just doing this several times in order to properly get any knots or tangles out of the way. After you finish your detangling process, then you can decide to go in with your wide tooth comb or your detangle brush. So if you have knots on your hair, make sure you use your fingers to separate them and add more water and conditioner to it. This will help separate the knots and mats. After this process of finger detangling, when you go in with your comb or your detangle brushes, this will actually make it very easy to brush out or to comb out because you've already pre-detangled with your fingers. If you don't finger detangle and you go in with your brush or your comb straight away, it makes it very difficult for your brush to actually go through your hair. So it is very important to finger detangle first. Guys, the fifth thing I have on my list is for you to use a proper comb or a brush when detangling. So combs and brushes are actually great for detangling, but some combs and brushes are actually better than others. I recommend using a wide tooth comb or a brush with hard wide bristles and a rubber base. So guys, you want to make sure you stay away from using combs that has like tiny teeth, are not easy to detangle with. They can actually end up causing damage to your hair, and this can actually cause more breakage. Bois bristle brushes are not that great for detangling the hair. When it comes to detangling, detangling our coils or kinks, brushes with tiny and soft bristles. These brushes actually tend to catch into the hair and they can cause snagging and hair breakage. Instead of going for these brushes, try using brushes with wide plastic bristles with a rubber base. This type of brushes actually allows for less hair breakage. When it comes to brushes with hard plastic bristles and rubber base, this plastic won't catch onto the hair, and the rubber base tends to actually accommodate your hair. And this makes for a very smooth detangling. So guys, avoid using brushes with balls at the end of the bristles. Your coily hair can actually catch onto the ends of the brush, which actually can then lead to breakage. As when detangling with your brushes, I suggest going over and then under your hair. This will actually get most of the tangles out. So guys, have it in mind that this detangle brushes works with your hair coils and not against it. It is really a great tool to have. Moving on to the sixth tip I have for you guys is for you to always detangle from your ends and work your way up to the roots. Guys, when you detangle from your ends, this actually helps glide the brush easily while gradually working your way to your roots. This will actually prevent you ripping your hair out from your roots, and also it helps for a smooth detangling process. Moving on to the seventh tip I have on my list is for you to detangle after shampooing while applying your conditioner. I recommend doing this after your shampooing process that may have caused tangles while using your fingers to shampoo your roots. Sure you detangle while applying your conditioner. This will actually smooth out any tangles that your fingers have actually caused while you were shampooing your roots. Last tip I have on my list is for you to be patient and gentle while detangling. I know most of the time you want to rush through the detangling process. It is actually best you take your time and be patient while detangling, especially if you want a good result. Being patient and taking your time to actually detangle your hair will help you minimize so many hair breakage and other hair damages. So guys, I hope these 8 tips that I have actually put together will help you when it comes to your detangling process. And if you have any other tips that I did not mention, make sure you leave them on the comment section to help other people out. This is where I'll be drawing the curtains for today's video. Hope this video turns out really helpful. If it does, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, if you're joining us for the very first time, subscribe if you haven't done that already. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so you stay notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.